find it's a little bit boring, just bear with me because after this, we're going to go to Jason session about SQL Alchemy framework to interact with SQL in Python. Okay. So our agenda today is learning about the very basic, very basic, this like kindergarten SQL, very kindergarten, like, yeah, I know it might be so boring. So let's do it. Like, um, some of you already know, but SQL, it's a programming language that specially designed for interact with relational database. Because if you do something with no SQL databases, you probably won't need it. And it's already a standardized programming language. Don't question about it. Don't want challenge this existency. It's already acknowledged everywhere, except you want to create new structure language. Okay. And also this is used to manage and manipulate database. And also sometimes in advanced SQL, you can create efficiency when interact with the database. And typically, we need to use semicolon. If you want to read SQL statement, typically you use semicolon to close it. So don't hate semicolon. I know some of you really hate semicolon. That's why you guys doing something with Python rather than other programming language. But you need to be friend with it with SQL. So key feature is data management, database structure, querying data, and also this is cross-platform compatibility. You can do it with Linux, Windows, Mac, any other programming language. That's okay. That's fine. So we're gonna do is like it's very once again it's very basic kindergarten level SQL. So this is to you use select syntax to retrieve some data from database, and also I told you SQL is derivative from English, so it's very similar to English sentence structure. So it's quite readable. You can read it. You can read this select like for example select from it's kind of like I got data from it's something like that, so it's very easy to understand. Here I inquire get some data from fruit table using asterisk mean I want to have all column in the database, but you can customize it with like the name of the column. For example, if you want to select price, only price, then you can use it in here instead of asterisk. Select price from the table. And then this is the result. If I do select name from entities, but you cannot leave it blank, otherwise it will be error. And then after that, where give you a statement, and it cannot be used separately from select, like from table A from table B is meaningless and will lead you to error. So we should use it with other SQL statement because it is like supporting SQL syntax, kind of like that. So, okay. And then where is giving you conditional, like for example, you want to select name and price where the name of the fruit is grape or apple, you can use it. So for any question, it's very basic. I think, yeah, problem is quite boring. So you could be like this, or if you want to select price where name where the price is 20 is also okay. It can work for character for numbering for anything. It can work something like that. Oh, for example, here, schema. Okay, it doesn't work here. We already have two tables inside, like fruits and also grape.
We should tell the online folks.
Hmm.
So for online folks, if you're like, what the hell is this? We linked a repository in the Discord. You can just clone down that repository. And once you've done that, all you need to do is a Docker compose up. And then if you visit localhost :8080 in your browser, you'll see this, and then you can follow along with Nadia. Sorry for interrupting. We just had to account for online people.
Okay. Wait, sorry, I set up something. I just want to do it. I just want to have the type of money. Okay, let's see that. For example, select everything from fruits table where the price less than 50. We can use any math operator with it, like price less than 50. Or you can like less than 5. It will return nothing. It's kind of like that. Or I think between. You can use also between. It's very like English. Oh, sorry. Between 10 and 20. I think it works, but let's see. See, it's very like English, very easy to understand. Then let's go back to after this. Join? No. The where insert after where insert is used to insert data, some data to database. Like, for example, I want to insert fruits name like that, value speech or something. It will be like this. Like, it should be name of the table, insert into name of the table, and also name of columns that we want to insert, and the number of data that you inserted should be equal to the number of column that you declare in the syntax. And let's use it here. I'm gonna insert something into fruits. Insert into fruits. Price and name. I want to insert something in name and price column. I'll use like peach. And maybe the price is $53, something. Let's see. It will outlive ever. So See, it's already, there is no error. I've already insert pitch with 53 bucks as the price. And let's see the table. What's nah. The pitch here. Oh, twice. Okay. I inserted twice. Sorry. This is insert. It's very useful for you to insert any data, and also you will use it a lot if you build web application and doing create, update, delete. You will use it a lot. Insert. After that, update. Update is also can be used for insert table, but the main function is to modify some certain rows in the database. For example, I want to modify the apple. The name, I want to change it from apple to cherry, and also the price from from 10,000 to 33 bucks. But I should put conditional because SQL machine doesn't know which one I want to change. That's why we should put conditional here to make the SQL engine recognize which row we're gonna change, kind of like that. And the result will be like this. So we're gonna edit here. For example, I want to update the apple or update the mango, not mango. Okay. Update table fruits. Set super set. Sets already syntax. Set name will be from peach to cherry, I guess. And also price to be 45, I guess. And then where I will put conditional name is same peach. Then yeah, peach. Okay, typo. Vulnerable. Yeah, I don't think it's update. Okay. Then let's see on the fruits. So see, there are two cherries instead of peach. I've already altered it with update syntax. So far, any question? I should explain you about why we use what kind of is it? Marking sign? The name of the what is it? The name of
You mean quotes?
a single quote. A single quote. This is to differentiate which one the user values, or which one is already syntax that the machine or the compiler already knows. So if you guys don't use it, there will be error, like the machine doesn't understand what's cherry, what's 52. Oh, okay, 52 is integer value, but for any character or any alphabet, numeric or something, please use this. Otherwise, you'll find it error. Delete is also very basic. Probably you guys already understand. Like, I want to delete something from fruits tables, where you should put any condition for this. Insert, update, update, delete, you should put condition, because it's very, what do you call? Not obvious, what do you call? It's very ambiguous, like delete from fruits, delete from plant, something like that. The machine is not intelligent enough. So as human, we have to set a clear instruction to the machine to do something. So that's why we need condition. Here, I want to delete fruits where the price is below 20, and the result will be like this. You can put anything here. It's like operator, like equal operators, or like greater than or less than, something like that. And here, I think I want to delete something. Here, I want to delete from words. Delete. To delete, no. From fruits. Or price or name, for example. Yeah, name is durian. I love durian, but I want to delete it. Skip. Done. Let's see. There is no durian anymore. Or I want to delete grape, and the grape value is price, but with price, something like that. Price. Perfect. Skip. Done.
Well, deleting only one cherry.
Only one cherry? I think it will delete all because I don't set any primary key or something unique. I will delete it all, probably with cherry. But you want it, then we will delete it.
To delete only one.
Yeah, we need something, unique identifier if we want to delete that one. But we will cover that in the database modeling. It's not follow the standard. It's just only for kid playing the SQL. I hope you can understand the situation.
Single quote, double quote.
Oh. Mhm.
Well, when you use double quotes, you can refer to the table. So it's just an SQL convention to use single quotes for strings.
How about I think the comments only in caps lock, like offers.
Actually, cap locks are not
It's not required, but
required.
it's a convention.
Hmm.
Yeah, it makes things a bit easier to read, right? Usually the table names and the column names are in Snake's case, but the SQL, the actual SQL like commands like select from and where they are in uppercase. Yeah.
Now is join. It's also a little bit advanced, but still kindergarten level. Join is kind of like if you want to incur data from two tables, but in single SQL statement, use join. Otherwise, you will use twice, kind of like that. But here there are not a lot, like 4 type of join: inner join, left join, right join, full outer join. But we won't cover this because it's kind of intermediate something. But we will use inner join here. Inner join means that if it will return column from 2 tables, not only 1 table. This will return data only from left side table, right side table, and this is another case, kind of like this. So here I want to inquiry those data, but I can see the data in the name column and the data in the fruit name is kind of similar, so they can be identified as twins, kind of like that. And I want to use it as composite key, means that I want to use it as identification. For example, like, hi, I'm from table fruits, but I want to know my family and this is my name. And then the machine will like do checking like, oh, your name is Mango. Then I want to see the mango in the list, but there's no mango. Oh, sorry, you're not part of any family. Go back, kind of like that. Or if Cherry come to the plant metadata table and say, oh, I'm Cherry. Which family I belong to? Oh, you're Cherry. You belong to Rosa. Okay, just call it Rosa. Okay, you come from Rosa family. That's a very basic, simple analogy about join. And here the things. Intersection. Which column? Yep. Yeah. Which column? You should specify on inner join section, like inner join, like for example here, I want to select genus and fruits and also origin from fruits, but I don't tell the machine that I want it from plant metadata also, but I'm using inner join like, oh, should be joined with the plant metadata table on fruit name. The fruit name should be exactly same with the name in the fruit tables. So here are the things, how the machine pair the columns, kind of like that. I think we can skip it, or should we do it on at minor? Do we have much time left? 2:30. Okay. Okay, Jason will have SQL Alchemy, so I will make it faster. And also after joins, and we have group by, for example, here we have duplication in the product name, and we are gonna do a calculation. For example, like I want to sum the amount of the sales based on the product name. So instead of returning laptop twice, I just put it once, but I put it the total sales of the product. And also, it also same with the phone. Instead of returning phone twice, I just put phone one, but the total sales is double. But double is alone, so it doesn't affect it, but still show it, kind of like that. Okay. If you want to play around with SQL, go to this page. It's very fun because there will be interactive like exercise for you to do. For example, this question, how you retrieve all the information from CD facilities table, and then you do it. Like select, kind of like that. CD facilities table, just copy it. You already know it. Nah. Oh, double facilities and select. Yeah. Then that's it. And then you can explore other question here. So now question section. Any question?
And the levels 12. Is the join section. So join, auto join.
Yep.
Like next kind of
Let me just search something up. And find and diagram. So do people know what Venn diagrams are? I think people have seen it. I think this explains SQL joins pretty well. Right. So an inner join, it selects literally the intersection, as someone said, from the two tables, right? A left join, or is also known as an outer join. Hold on. No, an outer join.
Oh, wait. This
wait.
extend. Open this. That's perfect.
Okay. Okay. So this is a demonstration of SQL joins. So the inner join, it selects the intersection between two tables, right? The outer join selects the entire table, right? But there are different types of joins. Something that we use often is a left join. So it's going to select everything in table A and everything that intersects between A and B. This is a left join, right? This is a right join. And in here, what left and right means is that table A is on the left and table B is on the right, right? Because we select from table A, this is the first thing that we select. But since we select from table A here, this is left. And since we select from B, from the join, B is on the right. So when we right join, we select everything that's on B and then everything that intersects, right? These are the types of joins. Does that answer your question? Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions about SQL? Yeah. What URL? Hold on. Yeah.
Yes.
Let me just, and I can copy. Just share out Discord. Exercises.com. Where you can do both SQL. So this is personally the site that I use to practice SQL when I was just first learning. And yeah, it's pretty basic, but it covers all of the things that you really need to know to use SQL well. So I do recommend going through it. I don't think it's a lot of questions. Yeah, there are join subqueries, modifying data aggregates, data string. Yeah, if you go through all of this, then you basically know everything you need to know for SQL for like backend development, right? But yeah, I do recommend that. Any other questions? Any other questions? Or anything that wasn't clear or needs re-explanation? No questions? Yeah.
With that feeling that how the time it seems to
That's a question that requires a very, very long answer. So databases are very specialized in storing and retrieving data. So it's going to be way faster than what we can any of us can implement. So basically it'll be fast, but how fast it can go, it really depends on how you make the table and how you write the query, right? And those are very two advanced topics that I will not cover. But the answer is it's fast, but it depends. Yeah. Any questions? I suggest you go to this website and try some of the stuff that Nadia talked about. Um, if you're not sure about the joins, there's an entire section on joins. There's also stuff about aggregations. We didn't cover that much today, but hold on, since we didn't cover group buys.
Well, for me.
No. Let me just because we went over group bys a little bit too quickly, right? Yeah. So we didn't go over group bys in a little too much detail, but I want to go over it a little bit. So when you have a table, right, and when you want to do an aggregation, right, you want to turn this into something like this, we can use something like a group by here. So here, what the SQL query I can imagine is you select adventure, like genre, and then you sum the quantity, right? So the query will like select genre, sum quantity from books group by genre. Do you see how this gets summed into this? It groups by, literally just groups by this, and then turns it into this, right? And there are many different group by functions. This is sum, but there's stuff like count. So if we did for count, the adventure would be count 2, fantasy would be 2, and romance would be 2 because there's only 2 of each. But yeah, this is how this is sort of like a visual representation of how group by works, right? And yeah, it can also be average as well. You group by genre, and then you get the average, right? Yeah, just in case people weren't sure what group by was. Okay.
Backup database.
There are many different ways to back up a database. You can dump off the data and then store it in some other you can dump all the data in a database and you can store it somewhere like S3, or you can just, or in like AWS, there are they do automatic backups of your databases. There's something you can configure like that. And you can also do manual database backups if you really want to. It's all like database administration stuff. Yeah, not really related to all this as well. So yeah. Any further questions? Any further questions? No. Okay. Let me look at the schedule. Okay. I think we can start the schedule. Someone needs to let me in the Google Meet.
Yep. I'm gonna log out.
Yeah, I think I have to change the schedule. Yeah.
Stop presenting. I've already stopped it.